Okay. So, last time we left off, we did some stuff. It was mainly getting to know the other girls more. Is mainly what we were doing last time. So now we're back in the office here, and we're going over the program that I think Hye-dong helped us with. If that's her name, I don't know. I'm not very good at memorizing names, especially when they're Korean. So yeah. And as you can see, the program runs to completion here. I don't even know if this works. There's a chance that Hye-dong just made a program that plays solitaire. Or Minesweeper. Minesweeper is pretty tough though. That would be a feat. Impressive! And this runs in ON time? What does that even mean? Yes? Hye-dong nods in approval. Good. Wonderful work. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to finish it, but I'm glad to see I was wrong. I think this will really disrupt the industry and make a big splash with investors. Please stop talking like that. I couldn't have done this without Hye-dong's help. It wasn't easy doing it alone. Thank you, sir. You know what? I'm gonna credit Hye-dong where credit is due, because she literally did it for me. I couldn't have done this without Hye-dong's help. She's a great mentor. Oh, I didn't realize she'd been helping you. Great teamwork. I hope to see more collaboration in the future. Well, I expect great things from you, Yumeko. Let's touch base next week. Relax. You've done a great job. He stands up and walks away. Haha, what a great employee. I'm proud of you. She excitedly slaps my back in celebration. That one actually hurts. The hell is wrong with you? Oh, look! It's about time for dinner. How exciting! I'm starving. Don't go and change the subject like that. The orange hue of the sunset is mated with the sounds of rush hour traffic. As we navigate our way through the myriad crosswalks, cars, and trucks, I realize I haven't a clue what we're walking towards. Hye-dong, where are we going? You know, you can call me Dong Dong. That's what my friends call me. What the fuck? Dong Dong? I don't know too much about nicknames in other countries, but Dong Dong? That's the last name I'd want to be called. Dong Dong. Okay. I am not calling you that. Thank you, myself. Thank you. Why not? I made the nickname myself. It's cute. No, it's weird. How's it weird? It's cute. What does it even mean? It doesn't need to mean anything. It sounds cute. That's Wait, you haven't answered my earlier question. Oh, right. I was thinking Jimmy's. Can we go somewhere else? What's wrong with Jimmy's? Nothing's wrong with Jimmy's. I just don't want to go. If there's nothing wrong with it, we should go. Damn it. I'll get us a table. Let me go find the boss and ask him for a good one. She walks off towards the back kitchen area. I look over at the bar and the little impish bartender, spots me. Oh my god, what the fuck? Wait, you're here with a girl? The boss told me they just seated a cute one. Surprised? I never thought of you as the type to take a girl on a date. I expected you to be more of the forever alone type. What the? She looks over towards the dining area. Oh, it's just Dong Dong. You guys work together or something, right? Yeah. Of course. Who was I to think that someone like you would get a date with a cute girl? Yeah, and how many dates do you get slinging low-grade tequila every day? What the? I'll have you know I get tons of creeps hitting on me on a daily basis. Is that something to be proud of? You ask, you asshole. I can virtually see the steam coming out of her ears. Oh, right, the table. Ask Jay to join. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Jay, like... but I feel like Dong Dong. God, I hate saying that. I feel like she wouldn't even mind it though. Whatever, let's ask her to join. Despite my best judgment, do you want to join us? Me? No, of course not. I wouldn't want to spoil your date, or more importantly, spend any time with you. Maybe you'd end up liking me if you actually get to know me. I doubt it. Who says I want to get to know you? Alright, fine. Just for Dong Dong, though, not you. God, I hate saying Dong Dong. Can we knock that off? You actually call her that? Yeah, it's a cute nickname. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? Who the fuck wants to be called Dong Dong? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. We live together. Yeah, well you're always up late and I'm working. Where do you go after work, hey Dong? I, go to sleep. What? I need a lot of sleep. Thinking is very tiring. I'm not even going to ask. How did you and Jay meet? Other than the day you guys, slept together? Don't say it like that. That makes it sound like it was consensual. You came into my bed. This idiot here got lost and wandered in here the other day to harass me. Haedong laughs gleefully. The two girls squabble along without missing a beat, scrolling through their phones and showing each other social media posts. There's no shortage of conversation about boys, celebrities, and the like. It feels like I'm watching two foreigners speak a different language. I sure hope the food is good. Wait, am I paying for Jay too? So, seen anyone, Dong? Oh, shut up. I mean, you're looking at cute celebrities on your phone. You got me curious. Winter may be over, but Ciola still turns up the heat in this month's Style magazine. Very nice. What about the guy you like? What's his name again? In a rare occurrence, Jay goes quiet and appears to blush slightly. Or maybe it's the soju. A crush? It's going. You don't need to worry about me. What about you? I never see you talking to anyone. There has to be someone you like out there. You're just keeping it a secret. There's no one at all. Office life is so boring. How am I supposed to meet anyone interesting if I'm just surrounded by old guys in suits all day? What about Yumeko? Okay, jokes aside, I'm still starving. Can we order more food? Yes, please. Alright, Yumeko, since we hurt your feelings, we'll let you decide. What should we order next? More side dishes, bulgogi, marinated beef. Let the girls decide. On one hand, I feel like maybe we should let them decide, but on the other hand, it's sort of like I feel like I should not pass this up. More side dishes. You know, let's get some marinated beef. Let's treat them a little bit. I'll have the bulgogi. Are you gonna hit the gym with all that protein? Are you saying I look like I need to? Don't get so defensive, silly. The clamor of conversation continues as the food arrives. Not wanting to interrupt the girls' clearly important talk, I take my time to examine the food on the table instead. Yumeko! My ears perk up as my name is mentioned. Give Dong your phone number. You never know when you'll need it. I see her every day. Every other day. What if there's an emergency? She snatches my phone off the table and taps in the phone number. Now we can stay connected. You're only there half the days anyways. Oh, lucky. And the rest of the time he's bothering me. Please keep him away. You two are getting along just fine right now. For your sake. Aw, such sweet friends. What would I do without you? Even less at work? I take it all back. Thanks for stopping by. I'll give you guys the bar discount. And thanks for paying, Yumeko. Yeah. Dong, make sure this idiot doesn't get lost again. I think you'd be better at babysitting than I would. I don't think you're allowed to booze up a baby. You guys are terrible. Haedong skips down the street. She seems to be in a good mood. This was fun. You know, you're more interesting than you look, Yumeko. What is that supposed to mean? Are you gonna tell me I look dumb too? I look forward to more adventures together. Good night. She ascends the stairs to her room. So now we got K, J, and Hedong. I don't know, man. K still got me, bro. She's still in my heart. Wait, when did I get J's number 2? Blackout. Ooh. Honestly, like right now, I'm really feeling K and the fucking green-haired girl, whatever her name is. I completely forget. Another lovely morning. Kay sits on the opposite side of the counter, taste testing the new culinary concoction she's created today. It's a wonder how she stays in shape despite cooking so well and often. If it were me, I'd be eating at all hours of the day. I'd be massive. They'd have to get a helicopter to airlift me out of the house. Hey, Kay. She looks up at me, momentarily breaking her contemplation of adjustments to make for next time. When are you working next? I don't remember. I should look at my schedule. Why do you ask? I'd like to visit you someday, see what you do. She smiles sweetly. That would be lovely, but I think you should stay focused on school. You don't need to worry about that. Yumeko, I want to see you making friends and carve your own path. You don't want to waste your time on me. Don't say that, Kate. My heart. After finishing breakfast and helping clean up, I grab my things and prepare to leave. Have a good day, Yumeko. You too. I don't understand her. Carve my own path. What does that even mean? I just don't understand why she invests the time and effort in keeping me around. I definitely don't make enough money to pay a full share of rent. What's her motive? On the other hand, she seems sincere and genuine. I don't dislike her. I don't think I could. Turns out she fucking kidnapped me and drugged me. Hoping to recover from my misstep yesterday, I do my best to enter the classroom naturally. To my surprise, I don't see Yu Zhong anywhere. Good morning, Yumeko. Good morning, Professor. It looks like your regular teacher is out today, but not to worry, we've borrowed a very capable substitute for you. Wait, why don't you just teach me? I can't. Okay. Breaths. Wait, why don't you just teach me? Aren't you supposed to be the teacher? What did you just say? What did you just say? Oh no, not again. I'd love to teach you, but I'm very, very busy, you see. I don't think I need... Ellie! Oh, Ellie, I swear to... Yumeko, over here. I turn my head towards the strawberry blonde girl waving me over to the piano bench. This must be my substitute teacher for today. I mean, I'd rather have... What's her name? Let's go to text history. Yu Zhong. Because what, we have Hedong, Yu Zhong, K and J. We just have a whole fucking plethora. Have a seat. I turn to grab an extra chair. She flashes a confused glance in my direction. You can just sit on the bench with me. It fits too, you know. Oh, sure. I sit down next to her. She wears a gray sweater hanging over one sleeve and a denim skirt. Upon closer inspection, she kind of looks like... I'm Yuri. Nice to meet you. You seem to know who I am already. You're not in this class, are you? Nope, I'm on loan for today. The opportunity came up, and I just had to meet the new student my sister's been raving about. I'm expecting only the best from you. Sister? I'm joking about that last part, of course. I didn't know Yu Zhong had a sister. Oh yeah, my perfect older sister. She's the best, isn't she? You guys really look alike in some ways. We get that a lot. She giggles. Anyway, let's get right into the lesson. I think you've been playing this piece here. Wait a minute, where is Yu Zhong today? She's not feeling well today, probably caught a cold or something, but don't worry, I'm a qualified teacher too. I'm sure. Okay, let's see what you can do. Go ahead. Using the technique that Yu Zhong taught me, I begin to make my way through the notes in front of me. fingers moving with just an ounce of newfound coordination. Playing it now feels a bit easier than before. Wait, stop. Surprised by the interruption, I take my hands off the keyboard. This part should go a little quicker, but the notes need to be even, like this. She reaches over and plays the melody on the keyboard. And quickly plays the melody on the keyboard. Okay, now you try. I'm able to successfully replicate her keystrokes. Good, very good. Keep going. The rest of the lesson proceeds without a hitch, Yuri stopping me when I get something wrong. Her pace is hands-on and a bit frantic, a major departure from Yu Zhang's laid-back approach. Different methods of teaching, I can't say which one I prefer. Well, it looks like we're just about out of time for now. Too bad. One thing's for sure, Yuri was indeed a very qualified teacher for today. Well done! I don't know if I did this teaching thing right, but you've put up with me long enough. She stands up and stacks her books up before putting them in her bag. I remain seated on the bench, looking over the music sheets. I hope I see you around, Yumeko. She turns away and begins to leave. She stops and turns back. Do you want to come over? Say hi to Yu Zhang? Don't worry, she won't get you sick or anything. Oh, I see. Sure. As far as I know, I don't have anything else to do today. Why not? I don't have any plans or anything. Sure thing. Her face brightens with excitement. Yay! It's been a while since we had anyone come over. I had another few classes left today, but let's meet after. Give me your number and I'll text you our address. Sounds good to me. Another day of art class. I slide my desk over near Chaeng's. She doesn't recoil in disgust like I expected her to. I don't know if her name is Chaeng or like Chaeng or something. I don't know if there's any special way to say it, so I'm just saying Chaeng. Yeah, this is the girl that I'm into right now. Like Kay and Chaeng, like those are the two ones. And then Yu Zhang's a close third. Are you going to stick around today? Wow, way to call me out. Now you're putting me in a bad position. Do I have a reputation to uphold? She says all this with the slightest hint of a smug grin on her face. While most students seem to find her too cynical, I'm slowly getting used to her sarcastic humor. I start to pull out my sketchbook in preparation for what I assume is another free period. I'd hold that thought for a bit. Okay, class, it's time for quick evaluations. Just to check if you've been listening these last few weeks. I assume you all remember what the preferred subject is for today's evaluation. Chaeng lets out a long, drawn-out sigh. Wait, what's going on? It's a quarterly critique or something. You just draw stuff and the teacher tells you why you'll never amount to anything. Why didn't I know about this? You probably aren't listening in class enough. You should get your shit together. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's in the syllabus, which you don't have, because you joined late. Oh. Well, class, you'll have 45 minutes to complete the evaluation. Good luck. I change the professor's voice like every time I play this. This is not an ideal situation. I quickly pull out my few pencils and erasers and lay them on the desk. My previous lack of knowledge on pencil types and art technique are only exasperated by the time constraints. Shuffling through my tools, I see 4H, 3B, 2B. What even is a 2B anyways? A Japanese robot? Oh, that's a nice reference. Looking around the room, Hiyori's nose is clearly touching the paper as she scribbles on the page at breakneck speed. Chaeng leans back in her seat and carries on like any other day, with relaxed and measured movements. My thoughts race and potential ideas fly around my head like gnats in the summer, numerous and largely disgusting. 3 major ideas seem to stick. Which do I pursue? A photorealistic self-portrait, a comic book character, or draw the robot? Oh, okay. This is interesting. So I feel like photorealistic would sort of be like... Well, I feel like comic book character would kind of like follow Chaeng a little bit, but I kind of want to draw the robot. I'm drawing the Japanese robot. I don't know. I've lost all control of my life. After working for what feels like an eternity, the teacher informs us that time is up. He makes his rounds, critiquing each student one by one, offering vague ramblings resembling criticism. When I see this portrait, I'm reminded of Beethoven's symphonies, and that harkens back to the days of the Romantic era. That can be good, but it can also be harmful. It can be beautiful, but perhaps not. It's worth a 67 out of 100, I think. What? The truth hurts, even if it doesn't make any sense, I guess. Eventually, he reaches my desk. I cringe in anticipation of the judgment that is about to be laid upon me. Oh, Yumeko, I forgot to tell you about today, but it looks like you've made something anyways. Let's have a look. This is interesting. Quite unique. I just wanted to create something more individual. That is merit. I suppose that is the point of art, is it not? The teacher moves on to Chaeng. She appears to have simply continued her comic work without even considering the object of the evaluation. Miss Chaeng, you really need to start paying attention in class. This isn't what I asked for at all. I believe you could do better than this. Chaeng sighs heavily and audibly. She tears a blank page from her sketchbook and begins sketching at a frantic pace while the professor observes inquisitively. No more than 2 minutes later, Chaeng lifts her pencil from the paper and slides the sheet over the desk. A fully realized figure sketch lies in front of the professor, with all the ball joints, cylinders, and other lines that art teachers love. This is what you wanted, right? This time the professor sighs, rubbing his temples in exasperation. Well done. This is Yuzhong's house? Another modern mansion. Yuzhong and Yuri's house looks to carry the same modern aesthetic as Kei's. The sprawling and freshly cut front lawn and long concrete driveway offer a sense of maturity. Beautiful and well kept. Wonder if they have hired help. Would they hire me? Bork bork. Hey Yumeko, welcome. A small dog with curly brown fur trots over and yips at me. Yuri picks it up as it continues barking. Come on, Creamy, be nice to our guest. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. She playfully puckers her lips inches away from the dog's face. It gleefully licks her in response. Oh, sorry. Come on in. Thanks for having me. Yuri carefully sets the dog free as it scampers away into the kitchen, where it's greeted by another equally fluffy dog, this one with white fur. I follow Yuri through the living room, floors adorned with white leather couches and walls with portraits of Yuri and Yuzhong. Nice place. Our rooms are up here. She points up the stairs. Do you guys live with your parents here? Oh yeah, my dad is usually gone though. He's always busy with his meetings and clients and all that. Independence is good, I guess. I think so. Yuzhong, open up. Isn't it better to let her rest if she's sick? Oh, I think she'll live. She's not that sick anyway. I don't think. Open up! Yuzhong cracks the door open, exposing only a glimpse of her hazel brown eyes. What is it? Oh, She nervously looks over at me. Hey, Yuzhong. Yuzhong instantly shuts the door. Hey, Yuzhong, come on, open up. Yumeko came all the way here to see you. You're not going to spend the whole day in there by yourself, are you? Yuri sighs. Should I try to coax Yuzhong out of her proverbial bubble? You know, they do say let sleeping dogs lie. But I feel like in this case, it might be worth getting bit. Yuzhong seems like the type that might need some help putting herself out there. Come on, Yuzhong, how am I going to learn without my music teacher? Hey, I'm a capable teacher too. Okay, I know. I'm just trying to... Yuzhong cracks open the door, just enough to take a single step into the doorway. Her heavy eyeliner always gives her a serious, cat-like appearance. Or maybe it's because she looks like she might be mad. I can teach you another day. There's no need for us to meet up outside of school. And Yuri, please respect my privacy. Damn. Yuri gently tugs my sleeve and pulls me to a corner. out of earshot of Yu Zhong's room. Hey, don't worry about it. This stuff happens. I shouldn't have done that. It's not your fault. She's like that sometimes. I mean, it's my fault, really. What do you mean? Well, I invited you here. Obviously, I meant the part about her being like that sometimes. Oh, sorry. Well, she's always been the type to... When she has problems or something, she doesn't want anyone else to... She'll shut others out, I guess. She's always been the independent, responsible older sister. Cheer up, it'll be fine. Rest up, get ready for class tomorrow. Yeah. I guess I just thought of Yu Zhong as this flawless, perfect student. Keeping to herself, focusing on her work. I never thought that she would also have days like this. I suppose we all do. Well, boys, looks like we got bit. And we got bit hard. Hey, Yumeko. I'm sorry about earlier. I didn't mean to be like that. I hope I see you tomorrow. Good night. How should I respond? Ugh. So we can either not respond or say, I'll see you tomorrow as well. Well, I feel like if I don't respond, then she could take that as like I'm angry at her or something. I will respond. Day 10. We're making our way through. With the previous daunting project behind me, I'm beginning to comfortably settle in at work. Minor reports, bland corporate presentations, it's not so bad. I find myself putting in a fair amount of effort despite not having much of a reason to. My proposed salary is generous for my lack of experience, but I don't know how long I'll be around here. I have yet to put any major thought into my future plans. I suppose this mindless work in front of me helps me avoid that conversation. But why is the rent at K's so expensive? What a crook. Almost done with my reports. Then I can move on to the spreadsheets. My gaze wanders over to Hyedong's desk. I can see her leaning back in her chair, staring out the window again like she wants to crawl out and escape. Do you ever actually work around... Oh. Do you ever actually work around here? I did it all. All of it? It's 10 a.m. I said there's a lot of free time here. I didn't lie. I just stare out the window and text Jay most of the time. She wants to buy a dog. She wants to name it Kum Kum. So ridiculous. I hear a chair rolling over. Oh no. What you doing? Some reports and stuff. I'm kind of busy. I'll keep you company. I don't think that's a good idea, sure. Why not? Sure. Yay! In the corner of my eye, I can see Hyedong spinning around in her chair while playing around on her phone. After a few minutes of constant revolving, she stops and stares out the window. Do you ever look at the birds outside? My computer faces the opposite way. They're cute, hopping around on their little legs and stuff. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't bother you. She goes back to spinning in her chair. It's kind of boring, isn't it? What is? Being here. Don't you wish there was something more? In the end, I didn't finish everything for the day. Maybe it was Hyedong distracting me, or maybe I was just curious about what she said. If I was sitting idly in a cubicle for 8 hours a day, like her... If I was sitting idly in a cubicle for 8+ hours a day like her, I'd probably lose my mind too. I find myself making my way towards Jay's bar once again. The dim lighting and gentle pounding of music over the speakers is relaxing, especially after spending the day under fluorescent office light and the dull drone of AC. When I arrive, it appears that Jay isn't there. Instead, I can hear the dull thud of bass. And singing? I walk past the bar and around the corner into what appears to be a dance floor. Oh. Dressed in blue mood lighting with smaller gold lights darting around the room, the shadow of a band is barely visible on the far end. The sparse crowd half-heartedly cheers and soon dissipates as the song ends. Jay is standing center stage, clutching a microphone. That couldn't have been her singing, right? It doesn't appear there were many others around. It didn't appear there were many around to see the performance. She makes eye contact with me, leaping away in shock. Oh God, don't tell me you were listening to me sing. I heard it, it was awful. Or I must have missed it. I must have missed it. Good. Yeah, probably for the best. What, are you doubting my skills? Yeah? Jade clenches her fist like she's about to punch me in the face, but just puffs her cheeks and pouts. I only fill in when someone cancels. I don't think I'm a very good singer. Yeah, your speaking voice is so annoying, I'm not surprised. How can you hit a paying customer? You haven't paid for any drinks yet. A voice calls from the kitchen. Jay's the best. It's these asshat customers that don't know talent when they see it. Who is that? Oh, my boss. He's always in the kitchen. He's learned to yell extra loudly to compensate. And you can't hit the customers. I've had enough lawsuits in my life. I don't need another one. You can't trust lawyers. Or anyone. What? I can play the guitar too. She picks up a nearby guitar and strums a brief melody. Alright, that was actually kind of cool. That sounds like sarcasm. She wipes the sweat off her brow and hops off the stage, carefully reorganizing the hair stuck to her forehead. So, why are you here again? Because I like you? Yaedong makes me want to drink. No reason. I feel like we shouldn't trash talk Yaedong around Jay, because I feel like Jay would most definitely tell Yaedong. Let's see. No reason. Let's maybe try and get her flustered a bit. Because I like you. Because I like you. Jay recoils in disgust. I've only known you for like 2 days. You're so weird. The remaining handful of customers maintain idle conversation, leaving Jay with nothing to do. She rests her head on one hand while scrolling through her cell phone with the other. Without something, or someone, to egg her on and fire her up, she seems quiet, bordering on reticent. I guess I should add some fuel to the fire. Who are you texting? Your crush? She drops her phone and turns beet red. What are you talking about? The one you were talking about the other day, at dinner? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's none of your business. She crosses her arms and turns away, aimlessly shuffling cups around on the counter behind the bar. Baka. Is he cute at least? Yeah, much cuter than you. Rude. Day 11. I wonder if Yuzhong will be at class today. Maybe it'll be Yuri again. Maybe my actual teacher will teach me something. Well, let's not get too crazy here. Come to think of it, I don't even know her name. Good morning, Yumeko. Morning. I have to say, I'm impressed with your progress. Your lovely teacher won't stop singing your praises about how much you've improved. My teacher? Aren't you my... Never mind. She pushes her glasses up and chuckles. I think you two are blossoming into a wonderful pair. Keep up the good work. Hey, Professor, I have a question. She's already strolled out of earshot, likely to scold another student for misbehaving. I still don't know this woman's name. Anyways, which teacher is she talking about? I look over the piano to see the familiar vibrant red hair and Pacific blue dress I'm accustomed to. Looks like Yuzhong's back. I approach cautiously, hoping not to get on her bad side so soon after her absence. She looks over and smiles warmly. Morning, Yumeko. Hey. Hope you're ready for a productive day. She reaches behind the piano bench and pulls out a towering stack of textbooks and loose papers, dropping it on the end of the table with an audible, hefty thud. What's this? I began leafing through the mess before me. Hundreds of pages of sheet music, blank worksheets, and enough text to make a PhD student blush. It's musical theory. This is theoretically a lot of work. Well, it's important for any good musician to brush up on their theory. Plus, it's graded. You wouldn't want to fail, would you? Who wants to know? Your teacher, who gets evaluated based on your performance. Fine, I'll do it. I'm glad. Don't worry, I'll help walk you through it. She explains the basics to me, setting me up to work through the rest on my own. It didn't take as long as I expected, although there's still a lot ahead of me. I'm going to go practice for a bit. Will you be okay? I'm not a lost child. I'll be fine. Just want to make sure you're not confused. She steps away as I flip through one of the nearby books. It's going to be a long semester. Yuzhong diligently plays what seems like an entire concert's worth of songs, and I get through about 3 pages of music theory. Yuzhong's persistence and laser-like focus really makes it look like she's in her own world when she plays, like she's completely tuned out everything else. Despite being alone nearly the entire class period, nobody approached Yuzhong or even came near us. It's incredibly odd. I never expect a girl this talented and friendly to be left alone for a minute, let alone entire class periods. Maybe people are afraid to approach her when she's in the zone. How are things going over here? They're going. Just going? She grins playfully. I'll get it done eventually, I think. I know you will. If you ever need help, I'll be here. But only during school hours, right? Okay, I didn't say that out loud. That's good. Jokes aside, her words truly fill me with confidence. It's a real luxury having someone like this on my side. Dear sister, where art thou? Why are you talking like that? It's fun. Oh, hi Yumeko. Hi Yuri. She links arms with her older sister and begins to pull her out the door. Come on, there's this new food place I wanted to check out. I heard they have really good sushi. It's hard to find good sushi, you know? Like... Her voice slowly trails off as she walks off with Yuzhong. Yuzhong briefly looks back at me and waves goodbye. We'll invite you next time, Yumeko. Ah well, at least she has Yuri. Family will always be there, I guess. After the fiasco in the previous art class, today is much more relaxing. The heavy aura of evaluations has been lifted, and the students are significantly more talkative and cheerful. Even though we're back to the slow and drowsy lectures, I feel more comfortable than I did before. I have at least one friend. I think I can call her a friend at least. And there she goes. Well, time to leave. I make my way down the long hallway and down the stairs to the dumpster. Chaeng is leaning against the stone wall as usual, cigarette in hand. Descending the stairs, the aged iron clangs with every step. But Chaeng seems unperturbed. Her arm continues to move across the page. Lines unbroken, concentrated, undisturbed. Oh, concentration undisturbed. Without even looking over as I approach, she acknowledges my presence. I don't need a sidekick, you know. You don't have to follow me everywhere. I just like being around you, or I'm just here to enjoy the fresh air. I just like being around you. I'm just here to enjoy the fresh air. Let's be blunt. I like being around you. Chaeng furrows her brow and rolls her eyes. What's wrong with you? She raises no protest as I sit down next to her. I glance over at the progress on her comic. Splendid, as usual, to my untrained eye. I'm always amazed at the relative ease with which Chaeng is able to work every day. I pull out my sketchbook as well. I flip to one of my many blank pages. I haven't spent enough time drawing in my free time. This seems as good an opportunity as any. Hey Chaeng. Yes, sidekick? How did you get so good at drawing? Chaeng taps her lips with the eraser end of her pencil, pondering the question. I just draw whenever I'm bored or alone, I guess. And how often is that? Not as often since you've been here. Does that mean she's less bored or less alone? I think I've pushed the subject far enough. I should draw something too. Time passes quietly once again, the fresh spring air blowing softly. I see why Chaeng is always out here. The soft scribbling of pencil, the sun gently brightening the world around us, while the shade from the staircase softens the heat from the sun. It's cathartic, dreamlike even. The thought would be almost romantic if I weren't sitting next to a dumpster with someone I only met a week ago. Hey, I break free of my temporary nature art trance and realize Chaeng is staring at my paper. Those legs are looking a little long. I realize she's talking about the figure I was drawing in my sketchbook. I didn't realize it. Oh, I think you're right. If you just shorten them a little, that's perfect. She's absolutely correct, now that I look at it. 8 head lengths, that's the ideal proportion, but I found that you can get away with 7 too. Thanks for the advice. She goes back to drawing without saying a word. You know, you're better than I thought you'd be. At art? Obviously. I'm a little impressed. Huh. Thanks. Don't let it go to your head. As the wind picks up, my sense of smell is suddenly violently attacked by the stench of rotting garbage. I have to consciously stop myself from retching. What the hell is that? Unruffled, Chaeng calmly begins to pack up her stuff. Sometimes the wind hits the dumpster. Time to leave. You don't say. Crickets chirp and a gentle breeze blows on the warm spring night. Arriving at the front doorstep, the scent of nature makes me cognizant of the life blooming around me. It also reminds me that I'm alone, and it reminds me of all my allergies, but that's neither here nor there. It's late, yet nobody's home. Another lonely bowl rests on the countertop with a note. Yumeko, I'm off to work again. Don't miss me too much. XO, K. So cheesy. Let's see, rum fried chicken. Star Industries, TM Revenuedle. The Egg and the Soul. Cherry Valley Mall. Oh, this is where she works? Phone shops near me? There are a few, but only one is open 24 hours. It's at the nearby mall. Another late night mall trip. The streets aren't quite empty. I can hear the faint bass from the downtown festivities as stragglers pass by. Dressed in flashy yet casual outfits. You want to try, but not try too hard. It's a delicate balance. I feel the struggle. After a few minutes walking alone, crickets chirping, I start to question my late night decision. Despite Kay's objections, I find myself seeking her out. And I don't know why. A feeling of obligation? She pours her heart and soul into cultivating a home environment, learning how to cook like a pro because of us. I feel like maybe the least I can do is repay that effort by caring about her. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's the debt I owe her for taking me in, or a sense of moral responsibility. Or what? In any case, I arrive at the mall, sprawling, extravagant, and above all, empty. I'm surprised that the doors are still unlocked. Strolling through the dark hallways and across the sprawling lobbies, almost all the storefronts are dim. The mannequins in the windows appearing as nothing more than vague shadows, caricatures of the human form. The moonlight gleaming through the ceiling panes casts a ghostly illumination on the marble floor tile. In this near darkness, a faint light guides me along the way. I've never been to the shop, but it must be the only one open at these hours. Pale green lighting and candy red pixel letters greet me as I approach the enigmatic storefront of Ajuma Mobile? It's a bit garish and outdated, but business must be doing well if they can afford to stay open so late. The store's interior looks like it was decorated by a serial hoarder. The lights flicker in and out, clearly standing on their last legs. Decade-old flip phones, shelves filled to the brim with unsellable material, and random junk such as Ethernet cables, printer cartridges, and some rare game consoles fill the shelves. This might be worth something someday. I'm coming back for these. Maybe I should buy them now. Wait, why did I come here again? Merely forgetting the reason I came here, I direct my attention to the front desk. Kay hasn't noticed me yet, ears plugged by headphones, diligently scribbling away at what looks to be a complex spreadsheet. Approaching Kay, I lean over and rest my elbows on the rickety counter. She removes her earbuds and looks up at me. She smiles skeptically, like the face of someone who just heard a really bad pun. Hello, stranger. What are you doing up so late? I came to visit you, just out for a walk. Oh, that's hard. I came to visit you or just out for a walk. Let's play along with it. Just out for a walk. Just out for a walk. Kay checks the time on her watch. Out for a walk in a closed mall by yourself at midnight? How odd. In any case, it's quite late. You should head home soon. I will, don't worry. I realize that upon my preliminary inspection, there are no other employees around. Are you the only one who works here? Right now, yes. Where are the other employees? Kay gazes out the front door. Only a handful of us work here, and nobody wants to work overnights. That's why I'm here most of the time. The boss is too cheap to hire more workers. I hold myself back from sarcastically remarking that it doesn't sound like a healthy work-life balance. It's not so bad. I mostly just fill out reports and accept broken phones from the late-night crowd. Isn't it dangerous for you to be here by yourself at night? What if an angry drunk guy comes in here? It's fine, really. Besides, you think someone would hurt a pretty little girl like me? She places her hand on her face and flutters her eyelashes at me. You're truly strange. You should learn to respect your elders, Yumeko. You won't even tell me how old you are. Anyway, I'll give you a little something before you go, since I appreciate you coming out here for me. That was a quick subject change. Well played. She pulls open the drawer to her left and rummages through a pile of assorted trinkets, ranging from cartoon characters to plastic representations of fruit. There's a bread one. Why would someone want a loaf of bread hanging from their phone? I don't get it. Actually, it's starting to grow on me. I kinda like it. Finally, Kay finds what she was looking for and lays it on the table. It's a small metal wing. It's rather charming. Actually, it looks sharp enough to hurt someone. Give me your phone. Without questioning, I pull my phone out of my pocket and hand it to her. She quickly secures the miniature wings to the corner of my cell phone, hanging by a black thread. Thanks, but what am I supposed to do with it? She giggles. It's cute, isn't it? And when you look at it, you can think of me. I see you every day. Not quite every day, but now you can be reminded of me every day. How special, right? Now get out, Yumeko. I have work to do. While she maintains a friendly grin, I decide that I shouldn't bother her any longer. Yeah, I'll go. I'll see you at home. Hopefully soon. I turn and begin to make my way out. And Yumeko. I momentarily stop in the doorway. Thanks for thinking of me. No problem, Kay. No problem at all. She's definitely hardworking, truly mysterious, and sometimes incomprehensible. I still have yet to figure her out, but she's sincere and thoughtful. Her affection feels real. I guess I'm glad I met her. Just so you know, that trinket was $3.99 before tax. Do you want the bill through email, or... You have to be kidding me. It was just a joke, silly. Hell yeah, boys. Alright, what do we get? Baywatch. Ooh, damn. Yu Zhong. Alright. Let's do this. Save. Okay, that should be good. All right, that's gonna be it for this one. So, hopefully, we're getting closer to the ending, obviously. We've got to decide who's going to be, like, the girl, you know? Right now, I'm feeling Chaeng or Kay, honestly. Like, those two are just hitting it home for me. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.
Don't rain on me.